everybody, welcome to the latest tutorial. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about making mandalas. This is beginning your next assignment, but for everybody else this is just something fun you can do. I've been making a lot of these at home during quarantine. It's a very stress relieving activity and you can do it with stuff you have at home. Alright, so I'm going to kind of showing you some pre-done ones as well as step-by-step stuff here. And we'll try not to make this video too long. Hopefully my battery holds out. Okay. For starters, you want to start with a circle of some sort. If you have a compass, awesome, you can use that. If you have anything you can trace, a lid, a paper plate, take a string and tie a pencil to it, hold the string down, and whip that string around while it's tight. There's so many ways you guys can make a circle. I know there's very mathematical ways, but we're in quarantine. And it's sort of what you got, right? So, I found a paper plate in my collection of holiday plates that fits my sketchbook. Boom, circle. And honestly, it's what I have you guys do in class too because it's just faster. Okay, if you don't have a ruler, that's fine. Use the straight edge of a piece of paper, of a book, of your phone. It's more of just getting straight lines. Measurement-wise, it's helpful, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not, you know, again, we're dealing with crazy times here, so do your best. Eyeball things. So whenever you're making a mandala, the big thing is you want to make a radial, circular, even design. So in terms of breaking up your circle, you always want to use an even number. For my class, my students, I require you guys to do 12 sections or 12 pie pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and based off my measurements, find the center. But again, you can eyeball it. Our eyes are fairly good at finding, you guys know when things are even or uneven. So that's about my center. So again, I don't have a compass. I don't even have a compass here. So I just make do with what I can. So 4 sections, as close to even as you can get. That seems close enough to me right now. All right, so then I have 4 sections. Like I said, my goal is 12. So then I want to break each of these sections into 3 additional pieces. So again, using my ruler, kind of deciding, okay, it looks like 1.5 inches is going to be helpful. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep doing that until I find 12 sections, such as you see here. The next thing for my students and people watching, the more subsections or layers you make, the more interesting your design. So for my students, I'm requiring you a minimum of 5 sections, but you can do more. You just don't want to get too crazy. We'll never finish it. To get those subsections, again, using my ruler, or if you don't have a ruler, just pre-marking your piece of paper, your straight edge, whatever you're using. I do anchor points. So let's say 1/2 inch all the way up. Okay, so all I did, and again, if you're just using a piece of paper, pre-mark it, and then just hold it up against your line and boom, 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 boom. And when I'm done, I now have these even anchor points. So as I build my design, they're going to keep being radial and even. In terms of the design, you can pre-plan it as much as you can or think you can. But I kind of like not pre-planning it and seeing what happens. If you tend to use more geometric straight lines, you're going to get more of like a starburst effect. I have some examples. If you use more organic lines, you're going to get more of a floral. So that's more of like all geometric. You guys can see that. So you can kind of see where my anchor points were. So I used only geometric because I wanted this one specifically to have that starburst effect. Okay. This one, I used only organic line. Those are, you know, round, natural occurring lines. I do have some geometric in there, but it has much more of a flower floral effect. So that's kind of the thing, or mix and match. Like I said, I kind of love that I never know what these things are going to look like until I'm done. But how to create a design that's super simple. And again, guys, this is my way of doing it. It's my way of teaching it, but there's thousands of different ways you guys can do this. It's a very ancient technique. Please, YouTube, research, you know, this is just one way. You can make templates and replace, kind of do it like a tessellation. This is just how I do it. I have found it to be very simple and easy for my students to do. So the next thing is the design. So what you're going to do is start kind of connecting the dots, if you will, with your design. So let's say I'm going to start off with, you know, this is one section. So in each section, you're going to design something and then repeat it. So let's say for this section, I'm going to do like a V, okay? So I use those 2 anchor points, and I'm just going to keep doing this V. I could use my ruler, but I'm a rebel, and I'm freehanded. If you want this super precise, use your straight edge. I'm going fast. So all the way around, I'm connecting the same, all I'm doing is a V. In each section, I'm using my anchor points as my guide. Okay, so that's my first design. Now, like, I'll have students that just keep doing that design all the way. You'll have a broken up looking flower, but it's not very interesting. So mix up your design. So let's say that's a geometric. I'm going to kind of mix and match here. What if I do a, you know, an organic line? So I'm connecting that anchor to that anchor. So all the way around. And that was, take your time. You're not like me. And it's going to be kind of sloppy here. But just keep connecting. Those same 2 anchors in every section. Try not to get off camera here. I'm getting so excited. I'm twirling. And now I have, you know, more of a floral petal look. And then, you know, if these are too simple, I come back in another design. Like I said, if I want to go bigger, you know, bigger section, maybe I take, I'm going to come up here. 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 up. And I'm making another anchor point just for my own. And what if I did a petal, you know? So the same thing, I'm using these 2 base anchors. And I'm really gonna get a floral design, you know, and what if then from here, I invert this and do a scoop like this on either side. So that's what I mean. You kind of don't plan it, and then all of a sudden you just start getting and seeing, and then you can plan a little bit more. So just go with it. Have fun. And it's just simple lines, right? It's just a simple breakup. You're just taking it, breaking it up, and if you use these anchor points, they're going to be very even. In terms of color, you can of course just leave it as a design. Bust your pens out. You can do some pin work. I actually really like doing a pin first so that it has a nice bold, you know, the lines still remain. It's so important to include value, guys. You know this about me. No matter what material you are using, colored pencil, watercolor, just regular pencil, include that value. What do I mean by that? Darks and lights. It gives it depth. It brings your design alive. If you do not have any materials at home, just do it in pencil. I did this one just with that pencil, 1 pencil. And I just practiced with my pressure. I layered up to get dark, went really light in some sections. Look how cool that looks. I love this black and white one. Same thing with a pen. If you just have a pen at home, do it with a pen. But have fun with this. It can just remain this. If you're turning this in for my class, this is all I need. But if you're really into this and want to create a really cool background, that is your prerogative. So that is a very simple, very quick mandala. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Happy mandala making.